it's the Viper 4567 here with more Raw thoughts, and I'm going to start off the video with a little tribute towards the well, not a tribute, but just talk about the Ultimate Warrior a little, just for a minute or two. Obviously died this day last week, or not, 8-9 days ago now, of a heart attack. And ironically, the promo he done on Raw the day before, talking about like person breathing their last beating, their last breath of their lungs and all that. It's kind of weird, the fact that he dies. No, not weird, but like very coincidental. He died of a heart attack or heart disease or whatever you want to call it. Very sad, I must say. And plus, a lot of people were saying he wasn't well the day of the weekend, even that weekend with the Hall of Fame. Looked like his face was very red, and I've been reading a few sites. Obviously, I don't really. You obviously won't believe it until it's confirmed on news, so like legitimate news sources. But like, it's an absolute shame. Like, he's now leaving behind these poor kids, and they must think like, what, like, he was talking about that, and they were at Raw that night, so like it must be really hard to kind of swallow, really, to be honest. But just rest in peace, basically, on tomorrow. Like, I don't really like talking about death, really, because like it's kind of like, I just don't like talking about death, really, to be quite honest. Like, people dying and all that. My last video was I think the last person I talked about was Test a couple of years back. So rest in peace to him. I never really kind of knew him from when I started watching wrestling around the Attitude Era, really, because like, I was only young back then. So, but like, I've watched a few matches. Like, he was like Hulk Hogan in a way. Like, he was a super big, like, he wasn't like a fucking Chris Benoit or Chris Jericho or Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, fucking Steamboat, whatever. But still, he was like what Stone Cold, The Rock, Ultimate, like, he's those type of wrestlers. Like The Rock, well, I wouldn't say The Rock actually could wrestle, but yeah. So, but like the toning of the bell 10 times was a nice touch, and then the superstars doing a super warrior chant, which was kind of cool. So yeah, and then obviously wearing face paint and stuff like that, so, which was nice. So yeah, a bit freaky, alright, but we'll get on with the show, shall we? So the first match, we obviously have an Intercontinental Championship number 1 contenders tournament, and the first match was RVD defeating Alberto Del Rio in an decent match, we'll say. RVD with a monkey flip, RVD then with a clothesline that sends Del Rio over the top rope, and then a suplex from Alberto gets 2, and then RVD backdrops down Del Rio over the top rope. Then a baseball slide, Del Rio comes back with a clothesline, then rams RVD into the barrier. And then RVD botches kind of like a heel kick. RVD goes to split leg and moves up, but Del Rio gets the knees up, and he comes with a backstabber for 2. RVD then with a lovely heel kick. They show Big E watching the match. He watches all the 4 matches in Screw for Del Rio, but RVD then gets the 5-star frog splash for the win. So yeah, decent enough match. So kind of feel sorry though for Alberto Del Rio. You just know he's leaving WWE. You just know it. We hear that now, obviously, Daniel Bryan got married at last weekend to Brie Bella, which was nice for him. And he's obviously not here tonight due to the fact that he's on his honeymoon. So congratulations to him. At least he's had, like, I didn't even know there was. See, I don't really give a fuck about their personal lives, really, to be honest. I know AJ is dating CM Punk, which is good for her, but like, she must, like, it must be like so hard for, like, I even said that to a few guys, like, how the fuck is she not getting torn apart, like, by the superstars? And he was like saying, like, you're dating someone that's basically fucking up, basically taking the piss out of WWE by doing a sabbatical and all. Like, it must be hard for her, like, it must be, but like, at the end of the day, you should not be blaming her, really. It should be Punk, really. But like, I don't know why people kind of, like, I saw a photo of both of them kissing at Chicago's airport, the name of it again, O'Hare or whatever it's called. Like, just leave him alone. Like, just leave him alone. Like, at the end of the day, CM Punk doesn't want to be in WWE anymore, so leave him off. I don't know why the crowd keep chanting his name. He doesn't give a fuck. So, okay, let's get back on the topic. We see then Stephanie, Triple H, Orton and Batista. Triple H says, I know you want to be champion, but if they are willing to attack me, they will not let you near the title, which is the Shield. If we're us three are on the same page, we are unstoppable. Orton says, I'm the greatest superstar, I want my title back, and basically that Triple H is going to be on his own. Batista says almost the exact same thing. Then we see our first Ultimate Warrior moment of the night, defeating Honky Tonk Man to become the new Intercontinental Champion in Madison Square Garden at SummerSlam 1988. So I wasn't even born then. Goldust and Ryback defeat Cody Rhodes and Goldust in a OK match. Nice uppercut from Goldust, splash in the corner from Ryback, gets 2. Goldberg chants at Ryback, that is surprised that's still going. Handspring elbow from Goldust and then a moonsault from Rhodes, springboard plancha from Ryback on Ryback. Missile dropkick, then double missile dropkick gets 2 for. No, missile dropkick gets 2 thanks to Axel. Disaster kick on Axel, then a lovely. Rhodes goes for the disaster kick in, but Ryback with a lovely clothesline gets the win for them. So yeah, looks like they're going to push Ryback. So I think Curtis Axel could actually be decent. I don't know, but Ryback I don't really give 2 fucks about. So yeah. Then we see another Bo Dallas promo saying Bo leave. Looking forward to seeing what him and Adam Rose, like they're both going to probably come up at the same time probably. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Paige defeats Alicia Fox in another Divas match. Do you know what? I'd love to see Paige versus Emma though. This is the problem. Paige versus Emma is probably not going to be as good like on the main roster than it was on an NXT Arrival or even NXT itself. I guarantee fucking damn to you, because WWE just do not give a fuck about the Divas. But that's for another day. Nice headbutt from Paige. Then Fox with a couple of tilt-a-whirl backbreakers and a fisherman suplex. Nice clothesline from Paige and then a drop kick, and she wins with the Scorpion Crosslock, which I think it's called that, Scorpion Crosslock. Yeah, something like that. Fucking beautiful submission move. That's how she got the win. So yeah, that's about it really. Then we see then Bo Leave is trending on Twitter. So he's delighted with that. Batista and Orton defeat the Usos by disqualification. Both Usos do planches, Orton and Batista, and then a nice right hand from Jay, I'm guessing. No, Orton then with a backbreaker and a suplex from Batista gets 2. Spinebuster from Batista, Samoan drop down from Jay. The Shield attack both Orton and Batista. They do a Superman punch and then obviously they retreat, all that. So yeah. Then we see another Ultimate Warrior moment. He defeats Hulk Hogan for the WWF title at WrestleMania 6 in the Sky Dome in Canada. This is the match obviously for both WWF and Intercontinental Championships. It was billed as title versus title, champion versus champion. Then we see Orton and Batista and Triple H, and Triple H just looks at him and says, I told you so, and leaves. Paul Heyman talks about Lesnar conking the streak. He says it about 3 or 4 times. Keeps saying that the fans boo Heyman, shows picture of Taker. He lost the streak and Taker is alone. Isn't it ironic that he defeat has made Taker famous, blah blah blah. And then he introduces his new client, the King of Swing, Cesaro. So Cesaro defeats Mark Henry in a match. Henry sends Cesaro over the top rope, then some nice uppercuts, then a running uppercut from Cesaro. Clothesline from Henry gets 2, reverse elbow from the second row from Cesaro, and Cesaro gets the win with the neutralizer. So, which I can't believe he done that, because like Mark Henry is fucking heavy, right? But then again, Cesaro is fucking like freakish. He is like Cena in a way. He has this superpower basically. Cena says to Maddox that you will find the Shield and tell him that they're in the main event of Raw tonight, and they will find out who they're facing later in the show. So yeah, don't get away. Brett Maddox is still on this show. So yeah. Alexander Rusev destroys Xavier Woods. Lovely kick from Rusev from Woods. Spinning slam, and then he gets the win with the accolade. Naruto attacks him, but he gets another super kick for his troubles. So I'm looking forward to seeing who who his first real feud is going to be with. I have a funny feeling though it's going to be a big guy. Just one of those, because like Rusev, he's not a big guy. Like he's not tall, but yeah, he's big in terms of weight. But I think he should take on Big Show. But like that's probably the way it's going to happen. So you can't have a feud with Kofi Kingston or someone like that. Because like Kofi Kingston, like is just like a stick compared to what he is. So like it could be a big man, it could be anyone. Could even be anyone, like to be quite honest, known WWE. So yeah. Then we see another Ultimate Warrior moment facing Rick Rude in a steel cage match at SummerSlam 1990. and that was for the WWF Championship. And then we see a sneak peek into Daniel Bryan's kind of week-long quest to win the world title. Like the WrestleMania week, it looks absolutely awesome. I can't wait. It's a shame the WWE Network hasn't come over here yet. Obviously, there's reasons for that. They obviously want to test it out. Obviously, in America, there is ways of doing it, watching it on American websites, but I just can't, like, you have to pay like $10 a month or whatever. And I just don't. I'd rather wait till the network comes out over here. I can't wait. Like, there's some good shows on, like the live streaming shows. I don't really get. Legends House actually wouldn't mind watching, but other than that, like why the fuck would I want to watch Total Divas? Like, that's basically for women, or men that just are fanatic with the divas. So yeah. So next match then, Sheamus defeats Jack Swagger in a decent match. Clothesline from Sheamus, Swagger then with a suplex on the floor. We the People chant belly to belly, then gets 2 for Swagger. Clothesline from Sheamus, and then some forearms, and then a nice running knee, and then a kick to the spine gets 2. 10 beats of the Bower from Sheamus. Battering Ram gets 2 for Sheamus. Patriot lock on Sheamus, but he reverses it. And the Brook Kick gets the win. So yeah, no problems there. It was a decent match. I'm feeling that Cesaro might get cost his match against RVD next week. I have a funny feeling. So then we see Damien Sandow. He talks about Big Show coming to the ring, booing and cheering for him. Boo for me, cheer for him. You should be getting your hand out to touch me and all that crap. I've earned it. Basically, just Big Show just knocks it out. Like, whoopee. Then I love the part of the Wyatts. We're next. And then he coming out to the ring, he talks about society. You do what you're told. Basically, the man tells you what to say, what to feel, all that crap. I have 1,000 faces and 1,000,000 names. You can call me whatever name you please, but I haven't lied to you. But we know Cena has, and he's made a career out of lying. He is no man, but he is a beast. I've got him right where I want him, backed up to the ropes. I want to come out and play. He calls out Cena. Cena comes out. I don't judge, but if I got them to happy hour, they would be the life of the party. He makes fun of Wyatt about Sister Abigail. It's real. She found Sister Abigail on MySpace, basically taking the piss out of the Wyatts. Harper's face basically saying, yeah, I'm going to fucking kill you. Wyatt goes, every time something serious happens, you make a joke. Cena says, I can get serious, you get beat. Cena wants a match at Extreme Rules inside a steel cage, so I don't know, he doesn't want the Wyatt family being there. I can understand that, but they could just bar him from ringside and just have a fucking big Extreme Rules match or something. So yeah, what can you do? So Layla and Fandango defeat Emma and Santino. Good for them. Layla wins. So yeah, apparently Summer Rae and Fandango broke up over a Twitter feud. So yeah, who cares? So next then, Stephanie shouts out to Kane saying, where's the big red machine? Where's the devil's favourite demons? So Kane gets angry. And basically just Stephanie just like, yeah, I'm not scared of you. He gets his mask and he walks out. So yeah. Bad News Barrett then defeats Dolph Ziggler. Who cares really, to be quite honest. Snap suplex from Barrett. Love the way they call it procedures and yet they treat it like absolute shit basically. Dropkick from Ziggler. Barrett drops Ziggler face first into the ring post. Neckbreaker gets 2 for Ziggler. Waistline gets 2 for Barrett. X-Factor from the second rope gets 2. Winds of Change down, he gets 2. But the Bull Hammer gets the win for Barrett. So yeah, not a decent match actually. All 4, like, besides the Cesaro match, the rest of them have been pretty decent. So obviously Bad News Barrett will face Sheamus. Cesaro will face RVD next week. I thought, by the way they were talking about the last 2 we're going to be on SmackDown. But so obviously the 2 matches then next, and then the following week we'll have the final. So yeah, so on to our main event. The Shield basically take on 11 superstars basically. They win by, I think, disqualification. MB, Ryback, Fandango, Titus O'Neil, Rusev, Barrett, Del Rio, Swagger. So it's 11 versus 3, like, for fuck's sake. So basically they destroy the Shield, and Evolution's music plays, and you can see obviously Orton, Batista, Triple H, but who's missing? Ric Flair or somebody. So like it's kind of strange to see Evolution without Ric Flair, but I thought maybe Ric Flair might come back, but obviously they don't really give a crap. They own the Shield. RKO's pedigrees and all that basically, and they copied the Shield's pose by doing that. So Evolution back. A lot of people seem to enjoy it, but I don't really give a crap, really, to be honest. But this feud is pretty good though. The feud itself is pretty, but they didn't have to bring back Evolution. They could have just had those three together. But obviously they were going to be called, like, oh yeah, Evolution, blah blah blah. So yeah, the Raw itself hasn't been particularly, wasn't anything spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, so hopefully next week will be a little bit better. So yeah, so this was the Viber 4567. Please subscribe, comment, like, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. So take it easy.